Hello, it's Rambler here, and welcome to this video of choice, pretty much. Welcome to this video where you can vote where this channel is going to go. Yes, you are going to be given the decision as to what game or games I'm going to play next on this channel, because originally it was going to be the downloadable content for Half-Life straight after Half-Life 2. It could still be that. However, I decided instead to make this video and present you with some options, basically, so that you guys can be more involved, if you want to be. That's all. I thought it might be a nice idea to get you guys sort of voting and giving comments and ideas and opinions, because I like that. It gives me something to think about, it gives me something to do, and not only that, it steers the channel in the direction you want it to go in, basically. So that's why I'm doing it. I thought it would be a nice idea and something a bit different. So, what are these options? What are these things you can vote on? Well, obviously the first one I've just mentioned is the Half-Life downloadable content. Yes, I'm referring to the Half-Life downloadable content as in Half-Life 1. I don't know the names off the top of my head, but I shall put some picture card there for you to see right now. There you go. You can see the downloadable content, at least in picture form, and their titles and names, I hope. Yes, we can do the Half-Life 1 downloadable content, and of course the Half-Life 2 downloadable content, being episodes 1 and episodes 2 at the very least. So yes, now that I've finished Half-Life 2 and I've done a Let's Play of Half-Life 1, if you want me to do the downloadable content now and go straight into that, we can do. That is your first option of voting. If you are going to vote for the Half-Life downloadable content, please make sure in your vote you include what order we do the downloadable content in. Do you want me to do the first downloadable content for Half-Life 1 first? That didn't really make any sense. Basically, do you want me to do the Half-Life 1 downloadable content first? That's better. And then do the Half-Life 2 downloadable content? Or would you like me to do the Half-Life 2 downloadable content first and then the Half-Life 1 downloadable content? Either way, both contents will be done, or both downloadable contents for both games will be done. But which order do you want me to do it in? Please put that in your vote. So if you're going to vote Half-Life downloadable content, just state what. Vote it. Just say Half-Life downloadable content or Half-Life DLC or whatever, or HL DLC, however you want to vote it, as long as I can understand that it means Half-Life downloadable content, and then what order you want me to do it in. Okay, so that's your first option of where we go next on this channel. The second option is the Borderlands series. Yes, I have Borderlands 1 and Borderlands 2, and that might not be a bad idea to do Let's Plays on. Now, I must stress that I have played Borderlands 1. I played it with a friend. We did cooperative gameplay together online a while back, and I heartily enjoyed it. I thought it was good fun. But in terms of the story, I didn't really pay attention to it that much. I just kind of did it for the looting and the guns and the shooting and the crazy world that Borderlands has set itself in. You know, I was just having fun with my friend, and basically we had a nice time. But in terms of the story, I picked up on some of it. I wasn't completely oblivious to it, but I can't remember it all the way. All I do remember is the ending's a bit like Half-Life in a way, actually thinking about it. But yeah, that's Borderlands 1. So I have played that one. That's not that wouldn't be a blind Let's Play, so to speak. It'd be semi blind. But Borderlands 2, I haven't played. I haven't played that one at all. So. And I would like to. I definitely would like to do a Let's Play of that. So, if you want to vote for Borderlands, only if you want to. Again, state what order you want me to do it in. Now, if you want me to do the first game and then the second game, well, that makes sense. We'll do the first game and then the second game. If, however, you want me to do the second game first, or better yet, just skip to the second game because it's a blind Let's Play, I will do a quick summary video of the first game in regards to my experiences of it and what I know of the story and the characters, and then play Borderlands 2. And probably therefore not do a Let's Play of Borderlands 1, so to speak, because if I do that summary video, I don't really see the point in doing a Let's Play Borderlands 1. So it's up to you. If you want me to play Borderlands 1 first and Borderlands 2, we'll do that. And of course the DLC that go with it, we'll do those as well. But if you want me to just skip to Borderlands 2 instead and then just do a small summary video of Borderlands 1, I can do that as well, basically. So again, just state what you want me to do with Borderlands. But if you vote Borderlands, great. And if you do, just say, oh, play Borderlands 1, then Borderlands 2, that'd be great. Or if you just think, oh, just skip to Borderlands 2 because that'd be a blind LP, it'd be more entertaining and fun, then state that and I'll do the summary video of Borderlands 1. So that's the second option. The third option is a game called Psychonauts, I believe that's what it's called anyway. There'll be a picture card there for you to have a look at. Again, this will be a blind Let's Play. I've never played this game before. The reason why I bring it up is because I bought it in a Steam sale a long time ago, well, a couple of years ago, something like that. And it was a game that I was aware of when I was younger. I believe it was on the PlayStation 2 or the Xbox or the GameCube or a combination of those three. Um, the sixth generation of console era, or the sixth generation console era, I think it was called. Uh, I just remember hearing about it and talking about it, and the name kept cropping up from time to time, but I didn't know anything else about it. And I still don't know now. I know nothing about that game other than it's in my library and I haven't played it yet. So if you'd like me to do a Let's Play blind of Psychonauts, we can do that as the third option. That's a pretty straightforward one. You just say Psychonauts and we'll play Psychonauts basically. So that's the third option. The fourth option is Crysis. I have Crysis 1 and 2 at least on my computer. I don't have Crysis 3. I don't even think I can run Crysis 3 actually on my computer at the moment. I'm not sure if, because it's quite a demanding game, Crysis 3, but that's a long way off. I've got Crysis 1 and I've got Crysis 2. I haven't played those games either. Those will be blind as well. So if you want me to do a Let's Play blind of Crysis, and we'll start with the first one, we can do that. So that's another option as well if you want. I haven't played those. So it'll be another Let's Play blind. So if you think, oh yeah, Crysis, yeah, him playing Crysis, would that be entertaining? Would that be fun? Would it be worth it? There's your other vote. So that's the fourth one. And then the final concrete vote is the Portal series. Yes, yes, I know. It has been mentioned in the comments when I was playing Half-Life 2. I can't remember who exactly brought it up. Initially, there was some negativity towards it. You know, people say, "Oh, don't play Portal." No, you don't. You know, if your understanding of Half-Life and your playing of Half-Life, you know, Portal doesn't seem like a good idea for you. I understand that, and I respect that. But then some people who have just joined the channel have said, "Oh yeah, play Portal." So I've decided to put it up as a fifth vote. Now, I did say originally that I didn't have copies of the game. However, I think last week or a couple of weeks ago, Steam had a midweek mad sale, the midweek Magnus sale, I think it's called. Not Magnus, Madness, I should say, sorry. And both games came up together in a 75% off sale for around £4.78, I think, or £4.48. I can't remember the exact price. It was under a fiver, basically. And I just sold some stuff in order to pay for costs on my car, because my car's been going through a bit of trouble recently, and I've had to pay for a few things to get fixed on it, which, of course, if any of you do drive cars, you know how expensive that can be. But I had a little bit of money left over, and I decided to buy both those games. So I've got both. So if you want me to do Let's Plays of those games, you can vote for that. However, I must stress that they're not going to be technically Let's Play blinds again, because I have not played but watched most of the first game with a friend of mine. We played it together, but that was a long time ago. I can't remember any of the puzzle rooms. I can't really remember much about the world and the story behind it. All I remember from the first game is you're a person trapped in a lab thing, and then you get set free, and then you pick up a gun that's a portal gun. There's a mad computer woman, but I say that there's a mad computer woman voice, or at least it sounds like it. And then you do things solving puzzles with the portal gun, and she sort of talks in the background, and then things go weird, and then yeah, game over. But apparently, it's quite a clever game, and it's highly rated for its mechanics and the story. I can't remember the story, and I don't remember any of the puzzles, so it'll be a semi-blind Let's Play that. And then, of course, Portal 2, which again I watched with a friend play, and again I didn't finish it. You know, my friend she finished it ahead of me, and I stopped watching because I had to do some work. Um, I just watched a bit of. I think I watched like the first half of the game, so to speak, but I can't remember it. I legitimately cannot remember it. So that'll be like a 3/4 Let's Play blind game, basically. But yeah, basically I'll do both if you want. So if you want me to do the Portal games, vote Portal, and we'll do Portal 1 and 2. We'll just do it in that order. So there'll be no order vote on that at all. So that's your fifth option. Now then, there is a sixth option. and this is a legitimate option, and that is that you don't have to vote at all. You can just not do anything. You can just sort of think to yourself, well, I'm done with this channel. I'm done with Neo Rambler. I've watched him play Half-Life 1 and 2. I've spent time on it, and I thought it was all right, but I think I'm going to go away now and do other stuff. That's fine. You don't have to vote at all. You can just go away. I won't know that you've done that, but that is an option. I will put it up there. And all I can say on that is that if you do choose to do that, then that's fine. But respect that because of freedom and all that. And I'd just like to say thank you very much if you have been watching this video, thank you for doing that. If you've watched any of my videos for the Half-Life Let's Play series, thank you very much for doing that as well. And if you've contributed anything in terms of comments and feedback and all that, greatly appreciated. Thank you. I enjoyed it. And my other videos that I've done on the channel as well. If you've watched those, again, thank you. And I wish you all the best. And I hope you have a good time and a nice time doing whatever it is you're doing in life and or watching on YouTube. But if you fancy coming back to the channel, then my door's open, basically. I've got no way of restricting it, but I wouldn't anyway, basically. So if you fancy in the future going, oh yes, that Neo Rambler guy, I wonder what he's doing these days, by all means, come on back. I will welcome you back in open arms. So there you go. But I know that might sound like a silly option, but I'm going to put it there anyway, just because it is. The seventh option, actually, that I just thought off the top of my head is you can vote for you do it, which basically means rather than you voting for which direction the channel goes in, you can vote for, oh, you, Neo Rambler, you pick it instead. I can't be asked to vote. In other words, you're voting for me to pick for you, basically. That's a seventh option. And we can do that as well. So if you just put you can do it in quotation marks, or within quotation marks, I should say, or speech marks or whatever, I will pick where we go next. So if you want me to do it as opposed to having a vote, that's fine. You can vote for that. Either way, it's still democratic. So there is that option as well. And then the final option, I'm going to call it the dark option. And I'm calling it that because, when although I am presenting this as an option, this isn't really an option that I personally am in sort of recommending that you do. I'm just acknowledging the fact that this is an alternative option. And I am going to go ahead and mention it because I like to bring as many options as I possibly can, and as much as I actually am uncomfortable in saying it or presenting this option, really from a personal standpoint, you guys might not be. I don't know, but that option is for you to donate a game to me via Steam that you want me to play and do a Let's Play blind on, or a Let's Play on in general. What I've done is I've got my Steam identity on there and my computer specs as well. So basically, you now know what my computer is and what it's running and what my CPU and GPU is and all that stuff. So if you do just if you can think of a game or think, oh yeah, I might get him that because I think it would be funny to him to play that game. I think it either be hilarious or painful or both, or he might actually enjoy it, and I want to get his opinion on it because I've played it and I'd like to know what he thinks of it. That what I mean. You can do that if you want. However, I call it the dark option because I'm not forcing you to do it. Okay, and to be honest with you, I'm not comfortable with it. If you do choose to do it, big if by the way, please don't buy a game that's like 30 or 40 pounds or its equivalent in whatever country you're from, so 50-60 dollars or whatever if you're from America or Canada. Is that dollars? Do you have dollars in Canada? I don't know. Whatever currency that your country uses, don't buy a game that costs you a lot because I don't want that. That's not what I'm asking for. That's too much. That's part of the reason why I'm uncomfortable about it. What I mean is tiny games that are worth bugger all, basically like 99p or a couple of quid or something like that, a couple of pounds or the equivalent. Some small game that you think, oh, well, yeah, I'd like him to play that and it won't cost me that much, that kind of thing. That's what I'm sort of aiming at, really. But don't do a full game. I mean, if you adamantly insist, I'd be very grateful and I'd be very touched, and I'd probably do a separate video of me crying my emotions out of joy and, pleasure, but at the same time be like, oh god, you're the nicest people ever. But don't do that, because there's no need. Seriously, please don't do that. That's not what I'm asking. I'm just saying that's why I'm calling it the dark option again. It's just sort of like it's there. I'm not gonna. It's the elephant for me. It's like the elephant in the room. But at the same time, I shall look at that elephant and go, I acknowledge your presence, elephant. Yes, with your long, dastardly grey trunk, your flappy ears, your strong ivory trunks, and your gigantic size. staring down at me in a rather intimidating and scary fashion, I must add. Yes, I will acknowledge your presence, and yes, I shall present you to my viewers. So, what do you say about that? And the elephant doesn't say anything because it's an elephant. It just stares at me intimidatingly because he's the elephant in the room. Yeah. So anyway, that's that option. But we'll ignore that option, really, to be fair. Just that's the dark option. But basically, the 7 options I've mentioned before, that's what I would primarily want you to vote on, basically. So where do we go? What do we do? What do you want me to do, I should say? Well, no, what do we do? No, let's include all of us. This isn't just me. This is the plural. What do you want me to do? See, I say plural, and then I do go back to singular. That's how tired and useless I am. That's why I'm near Rambler, because I'm young and rambly. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But anyway, point being is what do we do? What do you want me to do? What do you want to happen? What do we want to do? The options are there. Anyway, I'm going to round this up now. So can I say thank you very much for watching this video if you have. If you do decide to choose to vote or whatever, I'm going to thank you in advance for it. Leave your votes in this video. So I should stress actually that all votes in this video in the comment section in whatever format you want, as long as I can comprehend what the vote is. You know, I'll leave you to decide what to type. I've given you some ideas already, but just type in what you think. And I will leave this up for a few days. I'll upload this up on, yeah, I think it was like Saturday night or Sunday night. Probably Sunday night of this weekend. I'll upload this up. And you guys, yeah. Oh, and girls. Sorry, I forget. I have actually got some. I have had some ladies watching. Sorry, I'm not leaving you out on purpose. I'm just used to guy viewers. I'm so sorry, but yes, ladies and guys, ladies and gentlemen. That's a better way of saying it. Yes. Yes, please vote and put all your votes and comments in this section, and I will read them and go through them, and I will assess it. I will leave it up for a few days. If I don't hear anything, I will either assume you went for option 5, was it 6? No, option 6, where you just left, which is fine. That's fine. Or you know. You haven't decided yet, or you can't be asked to decide again, that's fine. I'll probably leave it up for an extra day after that. So 4 days maximum, I'll leave this video up for you to vote. And then after 4 days, I'll assess where we're at. And then I'll take it from there. Or we'll take it from there, I should say. So yeah. So 4 days you got to vote and have a look at. And then we'll go from there. But anyway, thank you very much for watching this. I hope you're all well and all doing great. I really do. And if you're not, I really hope that you've got the support you need to get back on track and keep going and all that. And again, doing well and doing good. Thank you so much for your viewership. Thank you so much for your interest. Thank you so much for any votes that you do. And I hope to see you in the next video where we go in the next direction. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun. It's also going to be quite scary because I've got no control this time. Unless you vote for me to control it, but I really hope you don't. But, you know, if you do, that's fine. It's all up to you. Right. Take it easy, guys. Have a good one. I'm going now. Now, where is my bottle of water? There it is. Why am I telling you this? Because I'm thirsty. Glug, glug, glug.